usual means, we take a look at what's happening on social media. With me today, Matiba Sibanyoni. Matiba, good to have you with us. Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, let's start with what's just happened this morning, that silicosis ruling, if I can call it that. What's been the reaction?
The reaction on social media has been, it went straight up to #1 within a few minutes of the case going on this morning. We had a live stream on our digital platform, which people can still go and watch. People are talking a lot of congratulations to the families and to miners who are very, very sick. But the other thing that's trending is the share price of the gold mines that are involved in this. And people saying that they're worried that the share price is going to go down. How is this going to affect the economy? And you can understand that gold is a very, very big part of South Africa's economy. So that has been a big, big talk on social media, besides people saying that they are very happy that this is happening. Another thing that's also been very big is the growing confidence in the judiciary system in South Africa. A lot of people are tweeting about how you had the Nkandla case earlier on, and people saying that they feel more confidence that the judiciary system is actually doing a lot to protect the ordinary South African on the street.
Well, it's interesting to see what happens with a story like this. Is we've got the silicosis story, but from that have come a whole lot of other trending topics you already mentioned too. So it's interesting with a story like that, what comes out of it. And another story which is similar is the Judge Mabel Jansen story. I mean, we've had quite a few trending topics centered around that. Talk us through it. Okay,
so the judge went and made comments on Facebook about, about black people, saying that black people and the rape culture in South Africa are interlinked. And there's been a lot of anger that's come out of that, partly because from the beginning of the year, I remember when January started, it started with people going on social media, tweeting a lot of racial slurs. It just keeps happening.
It's like people don't learn that, you know, Facebook, for example, is not a private platform. So if you're going to say things, it will come out.
It will come out. Yeah. And, you know, there are privacy settings on Facebook, but not everybody who's on Facebook is really your friend and is going to keep the conversations you have private. Eventually, it comes out, and on Facebook, it's usually contained because it's within your community.
Yeah.
But someone eventually takes a screen grab, goes onto Twitter, and the whole world knows, and then it comes into this. So this kind of thing has happened a lot, and I think it's about time people learned that you're not sitting in your living room having a conversation with your close friend. You're on a public platform, regardless of how tight your settings may be. Yeah. And so this has sparked a lot of debate and anger mostly. You know that the judge has been placed on special leave. She's been suspended. So it's a lot of anger, and hopefully this will encourage more debate around race.
It absolutely will. And something that's come up this week that's been really good news for the music industry in South Africa is SABC announcing that it would be playing 90% local music across its 18 radio stations. There's been a bit of mixed reaction from what I can tell on this, is that you've had some people, a lot of people saying this is fantastic for South African music industry. Then you've got some people saying, but I don't want South African music forced down my throat. I want to be able to choose what I listen to.
Yes, so what we did is that on Twitter, you can run a poll. We ran a poll asking people who follow us, obviously, on what they thought. We gave them 3 options. The first one was, what do you think? We asked them, as you can see, we asked them what they thought about 90% of music being played on 18 radio stations. 54% said they were happy with it, and 17% not so good, and 20% says, let's wait and see. So obviously, this is a poll run on people who follow us and a very small part of South Africans who are on Twitter. But it kind of gives you an idea of the reaction that we have. When you go deeper into the tweets, people have been asking if problems that they foresee. Will we be listening to the same songs over the 18 radio stations? Yeah. That could be a problem.
And how will it affect commercial radio stations like 5FM or Metro FM?
Yes, I know SABC has come out to say that they don't think it will affect those radio stations. Another thing that people have been saying, since they've said that they're worried that we'll be listening to old music. Yeah. And on Metro FM, you get to listen to golden oldies and R&B and hip-hop. And on Sundays and chilled sessions, and people are saying that what happens to those, because most of the music that people tune into on those days, American music. So it's well, let's wait and see. But I think the reaction has been mainly positive.
Yeah. All right. Let's quickly get to one more because we've actually run out of time. But it's almost Youth Month, and the Boity thing was trending early on this week. Just take us through who Boity is and why this was trending.
And now, Boity is a South African celebrity, young woman who recently turned 26, and she's been trending on social media. In our newsroom, we had a big debate on, is this newsworthy? Is this news at all to be talking about her? There are two things that made her trend over the last couple of days. Number one, she bought a house that's worth millions, posted a picture on Twitter, and there was a lot of mostly negative reactions from it, where you found people asking if her house was an FET, that it didn't look good. But then this also opened up a lot of other questions around youth in South Africa. There were people who said that, why are people so negative about this? Is it because she's a woman or a girl that people aren't happy for her? If it was a guy, it would have been, hey, congratulations. So it brought issues of gender into play. Another thing was youth unemployment that came out of it, where the people were saying, why would you want to post a picture of a house worth millions in a country where a lot of young people don't have jobs and they are suffering and they're struggling to just get by, you know? On the other end, there are a lot of people who said, congratulations, this is great to see young people doing such great things and buying property, which is generally a good investment.
Yes, and she's very young to be buying her first home, but I suppose it is, generally speaking, the reaction to how people or what people put on social media, their exploits that they put on social media and the reaction to that.
Yes.
All right, well, we've run out of time, Matiba. Thank you very much. Matiba Sibanyoni with us from SABC's Digital News.